Welcome to another RSR. Tonight I'm reviewing Toronto Maple Leafs 2, Florida Panthers 1 in the Stanley Cup Playoffs 2023 Round 2 Game 4. Leafs win 2-1 to send this to a Game 5. Florida still leads the series 3-1, but the Leafs live to fight another day. They come out to play and they win the day. Yeah, day, play, day, but who cares? That was a rhyme. Who cares? But it worked out. Leafs come to play. They start hard and fast. They defend well. They get the goal. They get another. They have a 2-0 lead. Luckily, they had it because things got a bit dicey there at the end. But they hold it down. They get it done. Goals were scored as follows. First period, no goals. First 5 minutes, they're shooting like madmen. The rest of the period, there's barely a whimper, barely a shot on goal. At the end of one, it's 0-0. Then, 3:28 into the second period, the Leafs have a power play. Michael Bunting plays the puck on. He gets the assist. It hits off the referee, banks off the referee to William Nylander. Nylander's crashing the net. He taps it in past Bobrovsky to make it 1-0. They don't check the goal. They let it stand. I'm surprised they did. It's 1-0 Leafs, and that's what we would have at the end of 2. After 40, it's 1-0 Leafs. Then, in the third period, Mitch Marner, unassisted, 10:03 into the period. In the last 10 minutes, Mitch Marner says, I'm going to do this myself. At the blue line, takes a banger of a shot. 5 holes Bobrovsky, makes it 2-0. Golazo Mitch Marner gets his first of the series. Nylander did as well. The Core 4 show out tonight. They had to. That Marner quote of, we're not listening to the noise, paraphrase it, of course. He might just look like a hero if this pulls off. 2-0 Leafs. But 12-14, 2 minutes, 14 seconds later, the Florida Panthers on the power play. Matthew Tkachuk plays the puck on. Shot goes, and 5 holes. Joseph Wolff. Sam Reinhart taps it in as it dribbles over the line to dribble it over the line on the power play. Florida scores 2-1. They get that goal, and it gets a bit dicey for the rest of the game. But the Leafs see it out. They defend it hard, and they should have got a clean sheet. I did say shutout like a minute before that goal happened. Probably my fault instead of clean sheet. But they didn't get the shutout. They didn't get the clean sheet, which Joseph Wolff deserved. But 24 saves off of 25 shots. That's as good as it's going to get. That's as good as it's going to get. And Joseph Wolff showed out his first playoff start for the Maple Leafs, the main team. Great game by Joseph Wolff. Final is 2-1. The Leafs win 2-1. The series is led by Florida 3-1, but we're going to a Game 5 in Toronto on Friday night. Leafs live to see another day. Another 48 hours, but you get my point. They live to see another day. The Leafs move on to see another day. Now, they have to win Game 5. Then win on Sunday if they win Friday. Then win on Tuesday if they win Friday and Sunday. But good start by the Leafs. They're not quitting just yet. They're not giving up just yet. They showed a lot of fight defensively. This team looked damn good tonight. They looked determined. This was the best they've looked all series. Maybe Game 2 they looked a bit better, but I'd say compared to the first 3 games, this was their best performance. They looked amazing. They looked absolutely amazing. They're 4-1 on the road, by the way. Only lost 1 in Florida. With that being said, the Leafs, they look determined tonight. They want to do this reverse sweep. I saw it on the way they played. They didn't quit. They didn't give up. They didn't tire. They played. They played this game. And they tried everything to win. Yes, they only scored 2 goals once again, which I think every game they've scored 2 goals, but this time they finally win. They scored 2. Game 3, they scored 2. Game 2, they scored 2 in game 1. That was 4-2, yeah. Yep, 3-2. 3-2, yep. So they've scored 2 goals every game, which normally that doesn't really win, but they got one today. Joseph Wolff stood on his head. Joseph Wolff made amazing saves. Made so many amazing saves. Joseph Wolff did better than Samsonov. So those people who said Wolff should have started game 3, that was a good call. Joseph Wolff might just go and pull a Ville Husso on Samsonov by the end of this series and maybe the end of this playoffs, depending on how far this reverse sweep opportunity goes and if they actually do it. With that being said, Joseph Wolff, I thought he had a great game. I thought the core 4 had a pretty good game tonight. Bunting showed out well. I thought the 4th line, the depth that almost got us a win, got us to overtime the last game, didn't really show out. I thought Achari looked pretty good. He pressed hard. I thought O'Reilly had a good couple of chances. I thought Matthews, he could have done better, but Marner, he got a goal. I got to give the hat tip to that. I got to give Nylander the hat tip for crashing the net off that bounce and making something out of nothing, and somehow it stayed on the score sheet. I'm not going to complain about it. I'm not going to complain about it. He got it. It is what it is. It's on the score sheet. They didn't screw us over. Because if they did, we'd be playing right now still. I think so. With that being said, beautiful game. Beautiful game by the Leafs. They played an amazing game. They played a wonderful game to keep themselves alive. They had to play a perfect game. No defensive blue line mistakes. No offensive stupid passes. They looked dialed. The Leafs looked dialed tonight, and Florida looked fat and happy. Florida did not bring the fight or the fire that they have since they came back on Boston. For the last 6 games, they've looked fiery. They've looked heart. They've had heart. They've looked dialed. They started to seem fat and happy here. And I know when you win 6 in a row, that'll probably happen. But knowing you could put away your opponent right now at home, you think they'd be a bit better. Florida looked a bit fat and happy. They really did. But Toronto looked dialed. Toronto didn't make no stupid mistakes. They had a great goalkeeping performance. They could have had a clean sheet. I say they should have a clean sheet / shutout, depending on what you want to hear. I'll say the football version as well. But they had the game they needed to have. Should they have had it game 3? Maybe. But you know what? Do I think Florida will play harder game 5? Yes, of course. But do I think the Leafs have the belief that this is not over by a long shot? The lady hasn't sung yet. It's not over by a long shot. Do they believe it? I'm sure they do. That this is not over just yet. They're still going. They're still alive. Their heartbeat is still there. That machine is still going beep, 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 beep. It's there. It's there. And the more they win, the more you'll hear, the more you'll see. I think they will go to 7. Just a hunch. I said after game 3, they're either getting swept tonight or they're going to 7. And they may actually pull it off. The way they played, I know they're going to get our hopes up and they'll come out flat in game 7. But the way they played tonight, they looked so dialed that maybe they know that getting to 7's not, that is the situation. That is the objective right now. But the true objective is to get all 4. 3 straight, then win that 4th. They know the true objective. They look dialed. I'm starting to believe. I'm going to believe. Until there's no time to believe left, I'm believing. And if they win, well, if they win Friday, I'll see you Sunday. If they win Sunday, I'll see you Tuesday. And if they win Tuesday, I'll see you at the Eastern Conference Finals. But I feel good. Florida was fat and happy. Simple as. Toronto, they did their job. Good win. Good win, boys in blue. Good win, buds. Keep it going. And hey, if we had to really throw that TFC game for getting the reverse sweep, you know what? Worth it. Worth it. Worth it. That's just me saying aside, though. With that being said, though, good job, Leafs. You got 3 more to go, but you got to go one at a time, 16 minutes at a time. And even then, 20 at a time. But I think they got a chance. That's as good as any. With that being said, if you like this video, like, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send super chats in the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you on Friday for the live watch along and review of Game 5. It's not over yet. We're still going. Go Leafs go. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace.